What's good, y'all? We back with another Canon Talks. What we're going to talk about today is the dating market. And I noticed a lot of different things that's going on. It seemed like the internet and social media is basically controlling the dating market. You feel me? It's making people believe they are less valuable or more valuable because of certain things. Everybody's looking at each other on paper. Feel me? Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Everybody's looking at each other on paper. So you say, I was watching the Pop the Balloon thing, and a couple of the women, like, they didn't like a certain guy, and he was like, all right, so how many baby daddies you got? Oh, you got two. You got 3 kids or 3 different baby daddies, 2 kids, 2 different baby daddies. And he was doing that to kind of like shame them, you know? And whatchamacallit, granted, everybody has their preference, because a lot of men, they might not want to just, because if you go off paper, they're going to be like, oh, she has 3 baby fathers, 3 kids. They're going to look at it like they have to take care of her and her 3 kids. Or even if it's not that, they're going to have to deal with the problems that come with her having 3 baby daddies, or that's 3 different people that don't like you, trying to fight you, that may not be mature enough to co-parent. That's 3 different headaches you might not want to deal with as far as dealing with the baby fathers and dealing with the situations. There's always going to be different situations with the kids, and the man might not be as invested into the kids as he is into the woman. You feel me? So they might come off as a burden more so on certain aspects, depending on their ages and stuff like that. You feel me? A lot of the times, men won't deal with women that have kids based off of the fact that they want things to be simplistic and it be simple. So if they could choose to not have to deal with that, like the aspect of a baby father being in the picture, or him liking her, or she still liking him, or you never know what aspect it is where they both go out with the child for the child's birthday and you looking like you out of the picture, or you there. It's a different aspect. You playing stepfather. So I say all this to say, you can't necessarily just look at certain people on paper, because the same woman who have 3 kids, she might be a great person, and somebody else might find love in that. You feel me? Not saying that they can't find love in a woman that don't have 3 kids or 2 kids or 1 kid or no kid at all. But I feel it's bad just to write somebody off because of that. You feel me? Women have kids, men have kids. Like, people have kids. It's kind of immature to say that, oh, you didn't choose the right person. Nobody knows the person that you fall in love with is going to change their mind tomorrow. And then 5 years from now, if you fall in love with another person, they change their mind after y'all have a kid. Feel me? It's just the woman that always ends up being the one that's stuck with the kid for the most part, while the guy goes on to live his life in most instances. You feel me? Also, on paper, men might use that to shame women on paper, but same thing with men. You can ask, oh, how much do you make? And men feel upset. They feel tight because on paper you only make 30,000. On paper you only make 50,000. And now she's shaming you because she dealt with guys that made 6 figures, that made $1 million a year, that made a certain amount of money. You feel me? She's dealt with those people. Not saying it was long-term relationships or it's just intercourse, but she's dealt with those type of people. So a lot of men might use women's body count or the fact that they have multiple children or multiple men as a way to shame them, and a lot of women might use the fact that a man isn't making as much money, or he might have a criminal background, or whatever the case may be, or he might not have a degree, a college degree. All of these things are on paper, you feel me? That doesn't speak to the person's character, that doesn't speak to how you feel when you're with them, that doesn't speak to their level of caring, how they make you feel, just their whole aura. Because you could be around somebody and you be in their face, you could be talking to them and be like, this person is so nice and so wholesome. But if somebody tell you, oh, they got 2 kids with 2 different baby daddies, or 3 kids with 3 different baby daddies, or they say, oh, yeah, that great guy that you like, telling shorty, oh, that great guy that you like, yeah, he has 3 felonies, he has 4 felonies, he doesn't have a bachelor's degree, he doesn't have a master's degree, he only makes $30K a year. Feel me? If you take money and all that stuff out the equation, you met somebody for who they was, right? You seeing if you like this person for who they are. Now then you throw in all the other variables. Do you have kids? How how many baby fathers. Or you say, oh, where do you work? Oh, how much do you make a year? It changes the whole dynamic. So you gotta really ask yourself, are you dating for financial stability, or are you dating for actual love? I understand people's gonna always have their preferences because you know it's a certain level of baggage that come with dealing with other people's children, because you can't correct other people's children. You can't tell them, hey, don't go over there, don't do that. They're not gonna have a level of respect for you. They just met you. So now you have to work on years and years of trust before you can have any type of authority. Tell them, don't go over here, because if something bad happens, you're gonna be the one that have to rescue someone, but you can't rescue somebody if you don't have authority over them. I tell you, don't go to this house party, and you go to the house party and something happens, and now you're calling me for help. You can't. You're gonna put that person in danger every time because you won't listen to them, but you always gonna call them for help. You feel me? So I feel like a lot of the time with social media, everything that they posting is like more so like clickbait and toxic traits, because people are just like thrilled to see other people's toxic traits. They're thrilled to see how toxic the dating environment is. They be like, oh, if she FaceTime you, right, or when she's out with her girlfriends or whatever the case may be, she FaceTime you, she's doing that just to make sure that you are where you say you are, or to give you a little bit of reassurance before she actually goes and cheats. Feel me? Oh yeah, send you a picture, she out with her girls, send you a video, she out with her girls. At that exact moment, that's when she left and she in the parking lot with somebody else, or she went to somebody else's house, or whatever the case may be. People put those memes and traits out there so people's mind can think negatively, you feel me? And if you could always think positive, you could always think negative. It don't matter what the situation is. Oh, so-and-so ain't called me or texted me in a few hours. You could think negative, or you could think positive. Oh, maybe they're busy, maybe they're working, maybe they're sleeping. Oh, maybe they're cheating, maybe they're doing this, maybe they're doing that. You feel me? So what social media is doing nowadays, they putting all of these toxic behaviors and they putting all these toxic traits out there, toxic thoughts out there. When every situation you can think positive, you can think negative, but you choose to think negative because that's always being displayed. Feel me? They always saying, oh, if she says this or if he says this, that mean they really mean this, or that mean they're really this. And everything can be both ways. Everything can be positive, everything can be negative. It's just about the person and your mindset. You feel me? It's always about the person and your mindset. One person can say, oh, he's working out because he's trying to go get other girls. And the other person could say he's doing it because he's trying to level up his life. He's trying to increase his brain. He's trying to make a fortune, make $1 million. He's trying to change his life. Or another person could say she's going to the club because she's trying to get attention from other men. Another person could say she's just trying to go have fun with her girlfriends. It's all about mindset. It's all about how you look at things. You feel me? And if a certain amount of thoughts that's negative is put into your head, you begin to think negative without anybody even putting them thoughts in your head. Now, any situation that comes or arises, your first thought is negative. You feel me? You ever met somebody who their first thought is complaining? Anytime something happens, you gonna solve the problem anyway. Why not just solve the problem? Why you gotta and be upset and drag it out? Just solve it. Oh, I'm out of gas. Just go to the gas station. Why you have to make an announcement and be sad and be miserable? Oh, I just put gas in this car. Your life is what you make it. How you speak creates how you feel, creates the emotions, creates the life of the world around you. You feel me? So if you speak, oh, today gonna be a bad day. It is gonna be a bad day because that's what you just created. You just created that for yourself. You created that in your mind. Now your actions, your thoughts, everything you do throughout the day is gonna make sure that it's a bad day. So today is gonna be a great day. I'm gonna feel great today. I'm gonna do great things today. I'm gonna feel amazing today, and I'm gonna enjoy today. And you're gonna feel exactly how you said it. No matter how bad things happen, no matter how bad things pop up, or no matter what someone says, the fact that you put positive energy into the world, positive energy into your mind, is gonna come out through your actions. I wake up today saying I wanna be great. So now my actions is gonna align with that. I didn't feel like working out today, but I got that workout in. Get the workout in, hop in the shower. Feel me now? I could watch TV. Now I can make sure the baby good. Feel me? Now I could go to work. Now I could do all these other things. But even though I didn't feel like doing this or doing that, because you spoke positivity into your life, you spoke positivity into the world, into your universe, into what you want to have and what you want to create around yourself, now you get to reap the benefits of that. Feel me? You ready to burp? Now you get to reap the benefits of that. But if you always speaking negativity, then that's what's gonna show and manifest itself in your life. Speak positivity over your life. Speak positivity over your friends, your family, your kids, your job, the person you're dealing with. Speak positivity. If somebody's moving crazy and you can't trust them, that's another thing. But you gonna stress yourself out worrying about, oh, what if she's doing this? Or ladies worrying about, oh, what if he's doing that? If you just say, I'm not concerned with that right now. I'm focusing on how I'm gonna make myself get better, how I'm gonna do the things I need to do to get where I want to be. And once you tell yourself that, and you continue to put that into the air and put that into the universe, your actions will align with it. The things that you do on a daily basis, your thought process will align with it. You won't be sitting there trying to worry about looking through Instagram and seeing who's liking her pictures, who commenting her pictures, seeing what she's posting on a story or what's that don't even got nothing to do with you. You worry about the wrong things. You could be making yourself better. You could be investing in your time for investing in your business, investing in your brand, feel me, building yourself up. You could be doing things to help you get further in life, not pulling you back mentally, feel me? And a lot of times you gotta understand life is really mental. It's really mental. So how you think is gonna always be the life that you have. Think bad, don't be weird when you know this bad is all around you. If you think negative, don't feel weird when you know this is always something happening. Oh, it's always something. Oh, it's always something. You guarantee it's always something because you think that way. If you think my life is great, things pop up, but I always solve it. It is nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. That's one thing that you got to realize with life. Everything is subject to change. Nothing is going to be the same forever. Feel me? Nothing's going to be the same forever. So you know that change is coming. You know that things is always going to happen. Things is always going to pop up. Now that you know that, you can actually move correctly, move accordingly, and you don't have nothing to worry about because every time things pop up, you already anticipated it. You already thought something was going to happen. You already thought they wasn't going to be as beneficial as you wanted them to be. But not necessarily thinking negative, but being prepared for it. You feel me? If something happens, all right, move on. But you don't stress yourself out thinking about, oh, what if this happened? What if that happened? Good breath, good breath. You feel me? You don't stress yourself out doing that. You got to keep a positive mindset, stay focused, stay hungry, stay humble, and keep on trying to build yourself up. Don't be worried about what the other person is doing. Don't be worried about, oh, I need to make 6 figures so someone can love me. Love yourself. I guarantee you, a lot of the women that was my point. Because a lot of the niggas that be like, oh, she got 3 kids. I ain't dealing with no girl that got 3 kids. Then they might see the baddest woman in their life that they never, ever met. And they talk to her and she said she got 3 kids. They like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna hit this. They meet her personality and they see how caring she is and loving and reciprocating and thoughtful and honest. And she's not even, oh, take care of me, take care of me. She's spending money on you like you spending money on her. So now you getting behavior that's reciprocated, even from women that you might not even be attracted to, will still be like, oh, nope, you got to pay for everything. Now you sitting here like as a man on a come up, having someone who grinds and works equally as hard, and they are investing their time, money, energy, and resources into you like you do them, is only gonna be beneficial. So if you realize you meet somebody like that, and you're like, oh, this is amazing, you found out she got 3 kids, you can stop. You can stop dealing with her. You can stop trying to mess with her, whatever the case may be. Or you could deal with her. It's the same thing as if a girl meet a guy and he's everything she ever wanted, check off everything off her list, but he don't make the amount of money she would like him to make. So now she asks herself, oh, am I really in love just because he don't make the amount of money I want him to make? Because if that's the case, she was just dating for love. How much money is she making? What is she doing for herself? Or is she just trying to make sure she can find someone to take care of her? It's a difference. You feel me? You got to make sure you're dating for the right reason. You got to make sure you understand that everything you see on social media doesn't represent the whole market. And you can't allow yourself to be sucked into the point where everything somebody's saying on social media as far as living situation, money, character, kids, whatever the case may be, you can't let someone else speak for you. If someone says something, think about if you really agree with it to a T before you say it or before you adopt that ideology. Because sometimes they could be putting a negative mindset into your mind. And you saying, oh yeah, I would never. And you could be cutting yourself short, selling yourself short. And there's nothing wrong. You want to wait 10, 20 years until you find the right one, you can do that. But you're going to have to date. You're going to have to get to meet people, learn people, understand what you're willing to put up with, what you're not willing to put up with. And just because you dated someone who had kids over here, or you dated someone who didn't have this much money over here, doesn't mean the situation is going to be the same. Women could date a man that don't have a lot of money, and he could give her all hell because he's not where he want to be. So every time she do something that's extravagant or she spend a lot of money, he make her feel bad for it. He make her feel bad for taking trips and going places and buying new bags and doing all this lavish stuff that she can't afford to do because that's the lifestyle that she's used to. He might make her feel bad for it, whereas the other man, he might be happy for her, and he might be happy for the fact that she's willing to do things for him as well, or even want to deal with him. Because most people who are already successful, they kind of want, most women who are already successful, they kind of want a man who's on the same level or making even more. So if they come down, it might come with a certain level of rules where they try to take control, or just that's just how it feels sometimes. A lot of times men deal with women where the man is the breadwinner and the woman isn't too highly opinionated. So when a lot of women have their own money, they become highly opinionated. They have something to say about everything, and a lot of men might not like that. I mean, so that'd probably be the only problem when it comes to men dealing with women that make more than them. But because if a woman deals with one man and he give her hell just because she make more than him, and then she say, "Oh, I'll never deal with a man that make less than me," not realizing there's gonna be men that make less than you that are good at that are good out there and that are caring, that are understanding, that's not gonna make you feel bad for succeeding. Same way is if a guy say, "I want to deal with women with kids," because he dealt with one in the past, had fights with her baby father, there's just the stress, the kids is always doing something bad, you gotta hear about it. Even if they're not around you, you still gotta hear about all of their problems and everything they're doing. And the stepdad, he might not really care to hear about it, you feel me? As well as much as because his bond might be more so with the woman than it is with the children. Feel me? Because the children is with her or with the dad or whatever the case may be. Because you have one bad instance or one bad situation, it don't apply to all the women that you might meet that have kids. Feel me? You might meet women that have kids and it work out. Feel me? Or you might not. It's just up to you. But at the end of the day, you can't write people off because what you see on paper. Because people are real people. They have characteristics. Nobody can write on paper how someone can make you feel. Feel me? It's like if it's a feeling that's some feelings are unable to be explained. Feel me? So at the end of the day, you gotta understand everything isn't black and white and everything isn't just on paper. You gotta see people for who they are, and everybody is different. Feel me? So you gotta fill out situations based on what they actually are. Don't just let social media dictate your dating life and dictate your thoughts and process. Think for yourself. Be your own leader and don't be a follower. Feel me? Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. What do you think the effects of social media is on relationships? Do you think it's making people have more toxic mindsets? Or do you think that people already been like this, it's just getting more exposed and we getting to see the truth? Feel me?